Hey everyone, it's Natasha of natashaskitchen.com, and today I'm gonna share with you all of our secrets for the best Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. This is so easy, scrumptious, beefy, cheesy, so good. And wait for the taste test because you are gonna crave these until you make them. So let's get started. This recipe makes 4 sandwiches, so you'll need 4 Hoagie Rolls. Slice those about 3/4 of the way through. Now in a small bowl, stir together 2 tablespoons of softened butter with 1 pressed garlic clove. You already know it's gonna be good if there's garlic butter involved. Spread that flavored butter onto the cut sides of your Hoagie Rolls. The garlic butter makes these taste like garlic bread, and we're gonna toast them, which keeps the bread from getting soggy. You wanna have all of your ingredients prepped and ready to go before you start cooking. Dice 1 large sweet onion, and it may seem like a lot of onion, but it does shrink down a ton when it goes on the heat. Now to slice up our ribeye steak. I have a 1-pound ribeye steak here, and I highly recommend freezing it for about 40 minutes covered in the freezer, which will make it much easier to slice. Trim off the excess fat, then super thinly slice your steak. And here's a time-saving tip. You can ask your butcher to cut your steak paper thin for you. Okay, we are done with all of our prep, super easy, and we're gonna head out to the stove. We love cooking Philly cheesesteaks on our outdoor flat cooktop, and I'll leave a link to this amazing grill in the notes. But you can totally use a skillet or an indoor griddle if you have one. Start by toasting the buttered side of the bread on medium heat just until it's golden, then remove it from the heat. Add about a tablespoon of oil to your cooktop and the diced onions. Sauté those until they're soft and caramelized, then transfer them to a separate dish. Increase the heat to high and add another tablespoon of oil. Add your thinly sliced steak and spread it into an even layer. Let that brown for a couple of minutes undisturbed without turning. Then flip it over. Season the meat with half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of black pepper, and sauté, stirring occasionally until the steak is just cooked through. Add the caramelized onions and stir them in with your spatula, and I do like to give it a little rough chop to break up any larger pieces. Divide that into 4 even portions and top each portion with 2 slices of provolone cheese. Then turn off the heat to allow the cheese to melt without overcooking the meat. Spread a thin layer of mayo onto the toasted side of each roll, and working with 1 portion at a time, place the toasted bun over each portion and use a spatula to scrape that cheesy beef into your bun as you flip it over. Repeat this process with your remaining sandwiches. These are really hard to resist. It was hard not to eat these outside, okay? I'll just put it that way. Oh my goodness. We are gonna go right into this taste test because I cannot wait any longer. Wow. Okay, we're gonna pick the big one here. Okay. And I'm gonna cut this in half because I want you to see what's inside. These are loaded. Oh, and I love that little bit of crispiness on that garlic bread. Okay, here we go. Check it out. That's what I'm talking about. Wow, I love that this is staring back at me. Oh my goodness. Okay, here I go. This is excellent. Definitely restaurant quality. Oh, and that is such a tender cut of beef. It's so easy to chew. Goes down nice. Oh, and then it's loaded with cheese, and you know I've got a weakness for cheese. Delicious. And then the sweet caramelized onions in every bite. Yum, yum. And again, don't skip that garlic butter on the bread, because it's like serving this on garlic bread. It's exactly what it is. It is just just ridiculously good. I'm gonna chomp this down. And also, it doesn't need much, but I do love to serve it with a side of crunchy dill pickles. If you guys make your Philly cheesesteaks any different than this, let me know what you do in a comment below, or if you have any recipe suggestions, let me know. Hey, before you go, if you guys want more easy, crowd-pleasing lunch ideas, check out some of our favorites right over there and right down there. And make sure you click below to subscribe, and when you do, hit that little bell icon, and you'll get notifications every time we post a new recipe. We'll see you in our next video.